He premeditate, I'm gonna take the bag first, then I'm gonna try him. He gave his enemy, he gave Austin a chance to stand over him. Here's where Karmelo could have made a mistake. If he didn't lucky, accident hit him in the heart, what if Karmelo would have got the best of him, standing over him, knock him down, beat him, slam him down, hit his head? What if he had got that? But you got to remember though, a lot of people don't know this here. On news, his brother made a statement that everybody missed. He said, my brother took his bag. Y'all catch it, nobody get around this. He said, you ain't got nothing in that bag, we in Frisco. He said in his mind, if you do have something, I'm finna take the bag just in case. That's why he snatched the bag. The bag don't have nothing to do with it. He snatched the bag for what? He snatched the bag just in case he have something. Now watch this. What if a knife was in there and a gun was in that bag? Now Karmelo would have been a fool to let somebody snatch where he consider a weapon in, and you let him take the bag from you and he use it on you. So regardless how they look at it, it was self-defense for this fact. He snatched his property and it could have been a weapon in there. So his assignment was not to snatch the bag just to be snatched. He snatched the bag because he knew what he's finna do. He didn't want to give Karmelo opportunity to use whatever he felt like he was showing that he had in that bag. He premeditate. Here's premeditate. He premeditate, I'm gonna take the bag first, then I'm gonna try him. That's why he snatched the bag. That's the reason why they didn't put his brother on the stand. Yeah. You're a witness, you there. Yeah. They ain't gonna use a person that was there because it will contradict everything they said up on their tent. And because they rehearsed, I believe they used those kids and got every footage there was. They looked at it first. I'm pretty sure they ain't let nobody leave the crime scene. Yeah. And they took everything that could cause this case to be looked at self-defense. And so I believe in my heart that what did take place that everybody missed, that they don't see that he approached him and snatched the bag. They don't feel like that's important. You think I'm gonna snatch your bag and that's it? You think I'm just gonna touch you after I snatch your bag? Yeah, no. I'm finna grab you by your neck. I'm finna hit you. Once I snatch your bag, it's going down. Because now I done moved what I think that could hurt me in that bag.
Yeah, now I look at the law like this. Like it shouldn't matter the skin color or the race or the age or whatever within that. We shouldn't look at that. So people like to say that they like to flip it like, what if the Metcalf boys were black and what if Karmelo was white? Would it be different? But I'm also looking at it like, no, what if the Metcalf boys approached an 89-year-old grandma and did the same exact thing and she defended herself with a knife to say, get off me? I think they would look at that as, okay, maybe manslaughter, maybe probation, maybe a couple of years.
Maybe nothing.
Yeah, maybe nothing.
The old lady.
To say it was murder. And again, the reason why I'm glad you're here because you went through this and, they set you up because you had a reputation that followed you into the penal system. Mm-hmm. Karmelo, he didn't have a reputation, but of course this case for a year, even though as much as they try to say, oh, I don't know news, I'm not biased, and they look at jurors, people knew of this case and the reputation that came with the case. Once you seen yourself that this trial was going to be judged in Collin County, have non-black jurors, even for what you went through, knowing that they want to put you up based on your history, what hope did you have when you saw that?
Well, let me tell you something. Well, let's be real with the system. I went to a jury trial, and I got 40 years. Here's what they used against me. They used my past. I had a history of fighting before, juvenile system, robbing. I had some history. And so they used that against me. Watch this here. I never seen a gangster, straight A student. I never seen a gangster on 2 jobs. I never seen a thug in that era. But in Caucasian mind, when a black get in trouble, they see all us as thugs. They automatically label us. And so even you got some Uncle Tom brothers that never been through the jungle. I don't want to hear, I keep hearing people say, I heard one brother get on the show, he said, I'm from the hood. No, you're not. Because you stay in the neighborhood don't mean you're from the hood. When you say you're from the hood, you experience what go on in the hood. I've seen people never come off the porch, but they stayed in the hood. I went through the hood. I experienced getting knocked out. I experienced fighting. I experienced hustling. I experienced selling dope. Two different people. You're in the neighborhood, but you're not in the hood. So when you hear people that talk like that, they're not going to have a compassion. They're not going to understand it from your perspective as you that's from the hood. They're not going to see it that way. So when I see guys say, he took a life, nobody is not saying a life wasn't taken. Nobody not saying that they didn't have compassion for the brother. Nobody not saying that. But let's look at the facts of it. Let's look at the facts of the story. This kid that we label, say with me, told a different story. And the reason why I see it different in compassion for the kid is because I know that he's not the average kid. So if you try to understand this situation, you can't label it just by saying a life was taken. Why the life was taken? Let's go down. Let's get to the root. Don't just say he took a life, he murdered someone. Don't do it like that. Just say, hey, what happened? What put this kid in this? Why are we here? How did we get here? First of all, they said on news, I got to say this here. They said they told him 15 times to get from under the tent. That's all they kept saying. And they said he murdered him. These are two things that's going through the news 15 times. This designed to make you look at it this way. He must have been, he must think he's tough. Let's flip it. If I tell you 2 times, hey man, get up. If I tell you 3 times, I'm going somewhere, my end, hey man, you need to get up. I become a bullet now. Let me tell you why. Because I didn't ask you just 1 or 2 times. I done asked you 15 times. So I done said to myself, if he didn't get up the 3rd time after you tell him, you should know that he ain't about to get up.
Right.
You should go get some authority.
Go get authority.
You should have got a coach. But you thought you were tough enough that you said,
go to the next level. Go
to the next level. Hey man, get up. Oh, you gonna get up. Hey man, get up. He didn't just say get up, get up. He went saying some word. Oh, you gonna get up. Oh, I'm gonna make you get up. Yeah. So here's where y'all can't say that he wasn't being a bully. What make him a bully? What the people trying to erase the fact what Austin called on himself, they trying to say he was on a tent that didn't belong to him. Because I'm on a tent don't make you try to force me to do something. Because I'm on a tent that don't belong to me don't give you the right to put your hands on me. This is what people don't understand. Yes, he was on a tent that belonged to him. We're not using that as an excuse to justify Karmelo action. But we're not going to get at an excuse to justify Austin action. Because Austin, first of all, if they say he was a good Christian boy, let's see. Show me a good Christian boy gonna tell you get in the rain. I show you the devil. The devil gonna try to belittle you. The devil gonna say, I'm gonna make him get in the rain. I move him. The devil, you see how they is walking? Y'all, that's not, see, people that ain't from the streets, that they body language letting them know. They come on, he walking up front. Here I come. The flunkers behind him. You see what I'm saying? He walking as the bad guy. You got to watch everything. He walking as the tough guy.